Hello and welcome back to Get on Top. Spring is here and it's exactly the right time to give your finances that fresh, energized cleanup that they deserve. Let's make your money feel as light and organized as your house after a spring declutter. As a 40-something-year-old business owner with a background in investing, this spring clean is my annual ritual. I reset everything now so that the year ahead feels calm, controlled, and exciting rather than chaotic. New research from Lloyds Bank shows that over a third of women feel anxious about their financial situation compared to just 27% of men who feel the same. This pattern persists with stress too. Over a quarter of women say that they're stressed about money, with only 19% of men reporting the same. I'm here to help women get on top of their finances, so today I'm sharing my exact 8-step process for my financial spring clean. From reviewing Q1 to slashing leaks and planning for your best debt-free summer, with a game-changing final step to transform how money feels to you. Do these steps and you'll leave this video feeling clean, fresh, and confident with your money. Let's go. Let's get into it. Step 1 is your Q1 budget review. Let's start with the foundations. I want you to bring up your January budget. This isn't about beating yourself up, it's about getting real data so that everything else works. Grab your banking app, a spreadsheet, or notes app where you've tracked your income versus your expenses. If you didn't do this at the start of the year, don't worry, you can do it right now. I want you to ask yourself, was my budget realistic? Did eating out creep up to £300 when I planned for £150? Did my subscriptions or home projects go over estimate? Have a look at where your money reality diverged from your plans. For me, this was my January home renovation that went way over budget. Most January budgets are overly ambitious with that new year, new me vibe, but by March, you will have 3 months of truth. Are you actually saving as much money as you thought you would? Is your groceries budget unrealistic? If you're off track, and honestly, most of us are, make a couple of small tweaks now, like trimming your takeaways or non-essential purchases. This reflection is important because it sets up every other step. It will only take you 15 minutes, but it shifts your whole mindset to being in control. Step 2 is about your subscription declutter. With your Q1 data now fresh, let's declutter the easy wins, subscriptions. These sneaky little auto-pays feel harmless until they stack up to £50 to £100 a month that you barely notice and don't even use. So I want you to open your Apple subscriptions, Google Play bank statements, go through apps that you don't use or that are duplicates, streaming services you underuse, gym memberships that are gathering dust. Follow this spring cleaning rule. Have I used it in the last 30 days? If no, cancel it immediately. Don't make excuses like, oh, I might need it soon. That's your ideal talking, not your real life. You can always resubscribe later if it's something that you actually need. Most people can free up £100 instantly here, creating cash flow for fun stuff like your upcoming summer holiday. Step 3 is bill renegotiation. Bills are next because they are a fixed reality in your life, but most of them are totally flexible. Your energy, broadband, mobile, or insurance. You'll already have a list of your bills from step 1, so now I want you to go through the list of all your providers and check which contracts are up for renewal. Now, did you know that most service providers, like your mobile company, will negotiate your contract in order to keep you as a customer? So what I want you to do now is get on the phone, yes, the actual phone, and speak to a human being. Before you do that, visit a website like USwitch to see what better deals are available in your area. Know which specific company you might move to. Now call up your old provider and tell the person in customer service that you're thinking of canceling because you found a better deal at their competitor and you want to know if they can offer you a better deal. 9 times out of 10, they will offer you one. If they don't, all you need to do is say you want to be put through to the cancellations team to cancel your contract. What's most likely to happen next is you'll be put through to the retention team, whose only job is to keep customers like you on board. Say that you want to cancel and they'll do everything they can to offer you a better deal and make sure that you stay. And if you don't, well, now you have an alternative that you can sign up to and switch straight away. Step 4 is your spending patterns reset. The next thing we're going to do is figure out what you're spending intentionally versus unconsciously. Think of this as spring cleaning your behavior around money. I want you to zoom out to 90 days of your bank and credit card transactions. Your spending patterns will jump out at you once subscriptions and bills are handled. If you don't like doing this manually, you can use a free app like Plum that pulls all your accounts and spending into one place so you can track them on an ongoing basis without using a spreadsheet. Now I want you to look at the fun portion of your spending, like those late night Deliveroo orders, online clothes shopping, Uber's home. Which of these is happening more frequently than you intended, and what's the reason behind it? It is so much better to address the why behind your overspending habits than using them as a band-aid to solve a problem that you wouldn't have if you planned ahead. For example, you're ordering takeout twice a week after getting home from work late. The solution? Better meal planning at the start of the week. Did you spend an extra £50 on drinks on a night out and then that led to drunkenly calling an Uber to get home? Plan a budget for your nights out in advance and stick to it. Step 5 is the fun one, your summer savings pot, or how to plan luxe holidays debt-free. Spring is the perfect time for summer dreaming. Planning those trips now means you can save 20 to 30% on flights and accommodation before the prices go up. And most importantly, for a boss babe who's on top of her finances, it means that you won't get into credit card debt for a holiday, which we are not doing in 2026. So work out the total cost for flights, accommodation, and spending money now, and get the flights booked while it's still cheap. Reserve a hotel that lets you pay on arrival and start saving for your holiday spending money. My favorite cheap flight hack is booking flights using frequent flyer points that I collect from my British Airways American Express card. I regularly pay less than £100 for business class trips within Europe using my points. I'll give you a link in the description box below to sign up for one of these, and you'll get enough bonus points to book a flight today. Step 6 is the 50-30-20 rule. This is not just a rule for your spring clean, but your money rule for life. The 50-30-20 rule gives you a neat framework to plan your spending and leave lots of room for the fun stuff. It is 50% of your total income for essentials like rent, bills, and food, 30% for nice to have spending and fun things, 20% for saving and investing. Work out how close your current habits are to this, and if they are way off, see where you can adjust your cost of living or your non-essential spending habits to bring them back towards this 50-30-20 framework. Now I want you to automate your bill payments, savings, and investments by setting up an automatic direct debit for the bills, as well as a direct debit for 10% of your income into savings and 10% into investments. Put these into a separate account so you don't touch them. This way you also don't have to think about doing these transfers every single month. Bringing us to step 7, which is your debt spring clean. Spring cleaning your debt is like finally tackling that overstuffed drawer that you've been avoiding. Once you've sorted it out, everything else flows better and feels much lighter. If debt is lurking, such as credit cards, Klarna payments, personal loans, treat it like junk to declutter. List every single piece of debt, what you owe, the minimum payments, and the interest rates, and then choose your method to clear that space fast. You can either use the snowball approach for quick motivation, which is paying off your smallest debts first, or the avalanche method for the highest efficiency, which is tackling your highest interest rate debts first. I have a full video on debt repayment strategies on my channel. If you want more guidance on this, I will link it in the description box below. Now, make sure to automate the minimum payments on your debts to stay safe. And to supercharge your debt repayments, redirect all the money you save from steps 1 to 6 into paying off any remaining debt. Now we are on to the last and final step 8, which is my favorite. This is a secret step that no one talks about. After all the practical steps, now we're going to make handling money something that you actually enjoy and feel excited about, not a chore. What I want you to do here is to romanticize your money reset. Set yourself a monthly money check-in date. But this is not going to be a boring sit down in the kitchen going over your bank statements. No, it is not. Let's turn your monthly check-in into a proper money date. Set yourself one day a month on a solo money date, for example, the second Sunday morning of every month. Do you have a favorite cafe that does the best flat whites? Or maybe there's a room in your house that's so pretty and has Zen vibes where you can light some candles and have this date with yourself. Now get out your prettiest notebook and your laptop and let's track your progress towards your goals. Are you on track with your budget for the month, your summer holiday savings, your investment goals? For every month that you hit your milestone, I want you to reward yourself with something you love, like a new candle or a brunch out with a friend. The point of this step is to make your money management feel elevated and aligned with where you want to go in life, and create a positive environment that makes you actually want to do a monthly check-in instead of avoiding it. It now stops being admin and it starts feeling like self-care for your future. During your first money date, I also want you to set a vision for where you want to be with your money in 1 year's time and write it down. Having a specific and tangible goal to work towards will help focus you and be more likely to stick to all of the small habits you've created for yourself. What does future you feel like with money? Is she rich and abundant, earning more? Is she able to do nice things for herself? Does she have a specific amount of money invested or saved? This step is the one that makes money feel good and focuses you on your vision for your life, which money plays such a big part in. If you've got this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I am dropping new videos every week with life-changing personal finance advice on money, business, and investing. If you like what you've watched today, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Ciao for now.